Another surprising move. Amari Cooper headed to the Cleveland Browns. Obviously, man, he had a big number out there uh, in Dallas with the Cowboys. They wanted to get that off the books, man. So they sent him to Cleveland, man, and I hate it for him. But again, man, this could be, just depending on how you look at it. They got a run game that's very efficient. Um, but again, I think it's question marks with the quarterback. Like, what can the quarterback do? And when Amari is playing, I feel as though at his peak, he was one of the top receivers in the league as far as route running, the way he can separate from the defender. But as always, they're going to have that connection between the receiver and the quarterback. Look like Jarvis Landry is going to get out of there. So it's interesting to see what's going to happen here and how this is going to turn out. Yeah, Brad, I think Jarvis is going to get out of there. I think Cleveland, they actually granted him permission to go ahead and seek a trade. So I think that will happen. I've been, hearing a lot of talks about Jarvis possibly going back to Miami. So we'll see how that go. My man Maul said Cooper could be nonchalant and nobody will care in Cleveland. Man, them receivers, man, they can't win, man. What y'all want my man to do? Dylan Green, maybe what you think about Amari calling Dak Black Kirk Cousins? Oh, I missed that one, Dylan. What do you mean by that? What does he mean by that? As far as, is that a shot at Kirk Cousins? Is that a shot at Dak? Y'all let me know. Bottom boy, why Gallup over Cooper AB? What was the thought process of the Cowboys there? So again, man, I think everybody, you got to think about like what that player brings to the team. So it's a lot of things that we don't see as far as what goes on during the week, what's going on in the practice field. So Gallup might bring something different to the meeting room than what Cooper does. You kind of seen where Marlon Moore mentioned his nonchalant, his attitude. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, but that could come across to other people as, not want to be that leader or whatever the case may be. And then again, that number. If you look at, forgot what Gallup ended up signing for, but the number. So again, I think it's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes that we don't see day to day. That obviously is a big factor in why the Dallas Cowboys chose Gallup to keep Gallup over Cooper. Yeah, John Jay. Somebody just mentioned this, man. I gotta look up into that. That's interesting. But hey, that won't be the first time a receiving quarterback got into it. That's what it is. That's what it is. Hey, yeah, Zach. So right here, this is Gallup's deal, 5 for 65-ish. So again, nowhere near the 20 that Cooper had on the books this year. So I think that's a huge reason. And they feel as though that Gallup could do the same thing that Cooper does in that number one spot. Time will tell. Time will definitely tell. See, we got my guy back, man. You good?
Back in the building.
Word,
we lit.
Oh, we good, man. Just talking about boy Amari Cooper, man. Got shipped out to Cleveland. And the folks asking why
shit that boy out to the Gulagio.
Why Gallup over Cooper? I told him cheaper. And then I'm like, it could be some things that we don't see on Sundays as far as, interactions in the building, in the meeting room, and things of that nature. Definitely could play a part.
Yeah, it could play a part. And I feel like, man, and I want everybody to get that back. Everybody. Me building the team, Pay that receiver 20-something million. That ain't a good recipe. You rarely see it work. So yeah, you chop down some salary.
Nobody. You ain't trying to pay. You ain't trying to pay the running backs. You ain't trying to pay the receiver.
Damn sure not. Nah, you got to pay the right. You got to pay the right positions, man. You got to draft receivers, right? You went drafted CeeDee Lamb a couple, so you're gonna have to pay him soon.
Yes, huh? You shooting craps.
What's that? With the draft?
Yeah.
Hey, that's why these quarterbacks get paid so much money, man. You got to be able to make these receivers and tight ends look good, but running backs, we know how, we know the running back situation. I'll pay a fire safety. I'll pay a corner that can move around, or that can strap, that can turn the ball over. Obviously, pass rushers, pass protectors. But these receivers, man, woo. But I hope we don't see OBJ 2.0 out there in Cleveland with Baker Mayfield. You know how I feel about Baker and that offense. Not a fan of that offense or Baker Mayfield at the quarterback position. So, man, I hate it for Amari Cooper, but he is still getting paid, and he's still a good player, man. So, could turn around. Baker was hurt last year. He could turn around out there in Cleveland.
Yeah.
We shall see.